Okay guys, I'm going to shoot a quick video of this Nova for a couple people asking. I'm really torn about selling this car and I can't get it out today. We're having bad storms last night, bad storms today. So my garage is kind of cramped because my buddy let me borrow his frame off restored 06 Duramax while he's doing some work on my diesel today. So anyways, I'm going to do a video of this car. I got this thing with the intentions of doing it myself, and I stuck it in the corner here, so if somebody doesn't show up with the cash, then I'm going to work on it. The car's filthy because I drove home in a rainstorm with it. The vinyl top is brand new. All the trim around the windows and the top is brand new. The bumpers were new. This car was a race car its whole life, and I'm not sure about the miles on it, but I know that the bottoms of the doors and the quarters and stuff are in excellent shape. I kind of limited myself on space, but I guarantee you, I know it's going to be hard to see in here, but like I said, I got people asking. The rockers and the doors are in amazing shape. The door panel kit for the front and rear door panels, which it actually technically doesn't need the rear, but if you're going to do new, you might as well do the front and back. But the fronts are, I think, $200. The whole kit's $359. Needs a dash pad. Okay. You know, obviously the car's tubbed out. I've had a lot of people asking about back seat. Well, clearly it's tubbed out. It doesn't have a back seat, but it does. You know, I've seen guys put regular size rear ends back under these and modify the backs and put back seats in them. I've seen a lot of stuff done. But I guess the main point to make is it is not a rusty car. The car needs maybe a final buffing. But the car is very straight. It was not rusty ever. Like I said, new vinyl top. It has some sort of rack and pinion steering set up on the front of it. The LS motor is not wired up yet, so the fuel pump is there. I have all a very good wiring diagram. All of these wires are labeled where they go. Okay, and basically you're going to integrate this aftermarket harness with the stock harness, and it should all, you know, hopefully go fairly reasonable. The computer's already been tuned for what the motor is and the intake and, you know, all that kind of stuff, the headers. Like I said, the fuel pumps are basically everything's here to get it running, but a battery, which I will pick up because if I get time, I have a couple things to do to this Falcon. I have couple things to do to this Impala possibly, but I believe the Impala is sold. So I've got a couple things in front of this car, but it's going to be an awesome car when it's done. And the headers have the O2s and everything in them. Basically, this car needs to be wired up. I have the sill plates. I have a brand new GM wiring harness for the headlights and taillights and stuff, which that's the easy part for me. I've done plenty of those. I have not ever wired up a LS motor, so I wanted to do this myself so I knew how to do it. But basically, you wire it up, you put a battery to it, and it needs a belt. You gotta measure the serpentine belt because the AC compressor's off, and then it's going to need exhaust from the headers back. Other than that, you know, it is what you see. But it is a super solid car that never had a bunch of rust on it. So it was actually this color blue with some graphics. Like I said, they say it used to stand the back bumper on the ground. You know, the thing would stand up and put the back bumper on the ground. So anyways, that's what you got. I'm sorry I can't get a bunch of glamour shots for the few people asking, but like I said, this car is ridiculously solid. It's just that they tubbed it. You know, and I mean, like I said, I've sold plenty of cars like this before. They do just fine. Like I said, I was thinking about putting, you know, the more modern, like deep dish 20-inch wheels on it and stuff, and I haven't made my mind up. I have several people interested in the car as it sits. That's why I'm doing this, and I wanted to explain this is a super solid car, and like the sill plates are in the trunk. I have the brand new GM harness. I have the horn button. That's actually a brand new steering wheel, believe it or not. And if you don't like it, change it. You know, simple fix. But door panels, dash pad, and the wiring in this car is gonna go. It's like, it is actually filthy. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but it is. There's dirt all over it from bringing it home in that storm, and the vinyl top's got dirt all over it, so it, you know, you can actually see it. It's actually, it'll clean back up. You know, it's brand new. So there you go. 71 Nova is a Pro Street car. Does have a 5.3 LS motor in it. And I have some notes written from the guy who was putting it together about the computer and the tune and who did everything and all that. So, like I said, it looks great when it's washed up. Like I said, it's going to need one more buff. There's some superficial scuffs in the clear coat that are going to need to be, you know, buffed out. It's kind of hard to see with the dirt on it. Anyways, but super straight, super solid old car. You know, the rain, all this stuff up here where these are notorious for rusting out, it is just, this car, like I said, is in great shape, period. So I'm strictly doing this for 3 or 4 guys that are asking about a bunch of pictures. So, and I apologize. I said I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning, and they were talking about a hailstorm here last night. So I was up late moving everything around and had to push this thing and, you know, jack it over here so I could fit everything in. But there you go, 71 Nova, super solid, 5.3 LS. The you know, the computer's all tuned and everything. Tranny's in it. The column shifters, you know, works. Everything's hooked up. It rolls. Basically needs to be wired up, exhaust, and a battery. So there you go. Thank you.